I started UNIQ when I was made redundant from my teaching job. I taught for 28 years in secondary schools as a design and technology teacher. And when I was made redundant, it gave me the opportunity to start a business of my own, become self-employed, which is something I'd been considering for quite a while. I'd seen lots of furniture in the schools being thrown away over the years, good quality 50s, 1960s, 70s furniture, which is made from really good materials. So I thought it's an opportunity to save those items, upcycle them, repair them, refurbish them, and maybe give them a new life. Upcycling is taking a piece of furniture or an item that would be destined for landfill, something that nobody wants anymore, repairing it, refurbishing it, adding value to it and making it into a desirable product. I'm working on a set of awards at the moment for the local council. They are called the Intelligently Green Awards, and they're for individuals, organisations, businesses, people who are taking part in good green practices. So I've designed them, I'm producing them, I'm making them. They're going to be printed and then they'll be awarded at the ceremony locally within the next few weeks. Right, the tool that I couldn't live without is all my sanders really. I've got a whole range of different types of sanders. So this is the most commonly used one, which is called a random orbital sander, which is really effective for taking off all the years and years of age that I have on my pieces of furniture that come into the workshop from the 50s and 60s and 70s. This one is for taking off lots and lots of really rough stuff, and then it work your way down and use detailed sanders and all sorts of different types for different jobs. When I first started the business, I managed to get my hands on quite a bit of furniture from the school that I worked at and from other schools, other places where I had contacts. And since then, I've leafleted and it's word of mouth, and the furniture that comes to me comes from people in schools, comes from friends, comes from family, all sorts of different sources really. I get phone calls sometimes that people have seen my website and they contact me, they want to get rid of something but they don't want to throw it in landfill. So I had a recent inquiry from somebody whose mum had died. He was emptying their house and he had a number of different items that he didn't want to throw away, so he contacted me via my website. When I first started UNIQ, I didn't really take into account all the different aspects of being self-employed. There are lots and lots of different things that you have to think about. The cost of the van, the cost of the rent, the cost of the electricity. There are lots and lots of hidden costs on top of that as well, insurances and various other things. So it was quite a big leap for me going from teaching to self-employment. But over the 4 years, I've settled into it, and I do quite a lot of social media stuff as well to promote the business. So it's always something to do. It's a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week job really. Normally when I get something in my hands or I stash it away in the workshop, I've got a pretty good idea of what I intend to do with it. So I can see it as a finished piece, or I can see it as made into something else, maybe a completely different interpretation of what it is. Or sometimes if it's a vintage piece or a retro piece that I think needs to be left alone, I'll just tidy it up and then maybe sell it at a fair. My motto is more taste and less waste. So the taste comes into the quality. I'm trying to make quality pieces. I'm not trying to do them quickly. I'm not trying to do them the shabby chic kind of upcycling. I'm trying to make quality products that people are going to keep and hopefully pass on to the next generation. I used to teach creativity really. That's what design and technology is about. You're teaching students to be creative in their designs. So now I can do my own creative side and I can play around with ideas. I can I can let my imagination run free.